Here's a mastering preparation workflow that Grammy Award winner Luca Pretolesi has used across his work with artists like Skrillex, Drake, Diplo, and Fred again, to name a few. The first step is gain staging your mix to -18 decibels full scale or 0 decibels VU, which I have a short video explaining. Once gain staged, monitor the loudest section of your track while checking the dynamic range meter on Brainworks' free plugin, BX Meter. BX Meter's dynamic range meter is calculated from the peak and RMS level, showing how overcompressed a mix is. Luca uses this figure as a predictor of how loud the track can be pushed during mastering, as it reveals how much dynamic range remains. Before beginning this loudness preparation stage, he aims for 5 to 9 decibels on BX Meter in the loudest portion of the track. The goal of this stage is to reduce the dynamic range while increasing the average loudness of the track, maintaining its clarity and impact. The first technique Luca employs is mid-range compression, which targets only the mid-range frequencies of the track. He achieves this by using the sidechain filter on Pro C2 to exclude the low and high frequency bands from the compression. By focusing the compression on the mid-range, the compressor avoids being triggered by the more dominant low-end elements. This technique creates a cohesive gluing effect, blending the sounds in this frequency range more seamlessly. Next, Luca loads up Mulder's M Multi-Analyzer to monitor the waveform and short-term loudness while applying a clipper to the entire mix bus. This helps him evaluate how the track responds to clipping, paying close attention to changes in the frequency balance and overall musicality. The interaction between the transients of the kick, snare, and bass is critical, as these three elements typically consume the most headroom. By keeping them under control, you effectively prepare your track for a loud master. Next, Luca selects a limiter that's easy to distort, such as Pro L2, and uses it as a test limiter. He pushes Pro L2 into full distortion and then places an EQ before it to balance the frequencies that are triggering Pro L the most. Typically, this will be the low end, stemming from the interaction between the kick and bass. You can apply this EQ adjustment on the mix bus to smooth out any problematic frequencies, but it's also useful to shape individual tracks if specific elements, such as certain notes in the bass line, are poking out. The goal is to control the elements eating up headroom before they reach the limiter, providing the device with a consistent signal, thus achieving a cleaner end result. And remember, none of this is actual mastering, it's simply preparing the mix for a loud master. For another mixing trick from Luca Pretolesi, check out this video to learn how to gain stage your mixes. Thank you for watching.